Oh, there we go. There's the old microphone. How's everybody doing? Afternoon, Samantha. Brandon PV85, welcome in. Thanks for joining us today. Welcome in on YouTube, Facebook, and X. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. Welcome in on TikTok. How are you guys doing? We got Raising Arrows. That person looks familiar. Oh, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Pastime for a Change is in the house. Welcome in. Hey, Mike, I will have a chance to call you today. I'm back in the truck now, so I just got back from Grandma's house, and we'll be driving all day today and tomorrow, so I will have a chance to call all you guys. Let's see who else we got. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. We'll get started in just 1 second. We'll give some people a chance to get in the live. I hope everybody is doing well. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's motivation today? Are you feeling spunky? Are you feeling like you want to change the world? How's everybody feeling? I just woke up, so I'm kind of groggy, so please forgive me as I get some coffee in me. Some coffee. We got to get some coffee. Yep. Samantha saying hi to Mike. Let's see who else we got coming in the live. I might have to turn on the AC. Does anybody else's phones get really hot when you're charging your phone and or uploading something to the internet? Do your phones overheat, or is it just mine? I think it might be mine. I need to get more storage. Let's see. Thank you for liking the page. We know who you are. We know who you are. All right, let's get captions on. All right, everybody, welcome to the live. My name is Vince with Truckers Unite Now. Co-host is Sean with Trucking the USA. Samantha is also here. Okay, Samantha says in the chat, mine overheats too. Raising Arrow says, most definitely not just your phone. It overheats constantly. Yeah. All right. Let's see. The Cheese Convoy. We're going to start bringing people up in just 1 second. We're going to get my two main moderators up here. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to invite you, Sam, unless you want to come up. Ryan, Mike, and Cheese, we will get you up in just 1 second. My name is Vince with Truckers Unite Now. We also have Sean here. We have Samantha here with Trucking the USA today. We're going to have a lot of great people here today. We are American commercial truck drivers here to serve you, the people. We are live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and X. We are freelance journalists. Everything we say here is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? So please do your homework. Let's see. Remind me how long the live is, Ryan says. Hour and a half. We're doing an hour and a half today because I got to get to Portland and I'm still barely on the outskirts of Los Angeles. So it's only going to be an hour and a half today unless it gets super popular. Then we'll keep going. If people have a lot of questions and want to come up, we'll always keep it going for the people. Anyhow, let's see. Hang on 1 second. Before we get started, we'd like to take a moment to talk about the kind of community that we are building here. This is a place built on respect, dignity, accountability, and the belief that every single person deserves an opportunity to be heard. That's why we give people up to 3 minutes when you come up and speak. We believe that conversations matter, and we believe that you, the person, matters. We're not here to create an echo chamber. Different perspectives are welcome. Honest disagreements are welcome. Tough conversations are welcome. We love to debate here peacefully. In fact, some of the most important conversations happen when people see things differently, right? That's the only way we grow as a human race, is if we see things differently and we challenge each other without putting each other down. What we ask is simple: respect the dignity of other people that are on the live. We do not exclude people because they have different opinions. We do not expect everyone to agree here. What we do expect is that everybody participates in a way that respects the humanity and the dignity of people that are around them. One of our core principles is to protect human dignity. That means every person is welcome to participate, but no one is to diminish, to degrade, intimidate, or to harass or harm others. If someone becomes entitled or disruptive, abusive, or hurts in any way or damages the environment, the culture that we're creating here, moderators will mute them or place them in a timeout. This is not for punishment, but as a way to protect the conversation and the people participating in it. Our belief is that strong communities do not require constant enforcement. They require clear standards and people willing to uphold them. When the culture is healthy, the people naturally align with it. Those who do not usually decide for themselves that this is not the environment that they are looking for. We are not here to tear each other down. We are here to strengthen each other. We are here to listen, to learn, to challenge ideas respectfully, and to elevate the quality of the conversation throughout our trucking industry. Whether you are a driver, a spouse, an owner-operator, a dispatcher, a broker, a shipper, a mechanic, or simply someone who cares and loves the trucking industry, a cashier at the truck stop, we're glad that you're here, and thanks for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your voice. And thank you for helping us build the kind of community that our trucking industry deserves. Now, who has something worth talking about? All right, we'll open up the live now. Let's see. Samantha's working hard down there. I see you, Samantha. Let's see. Thank you, Samantha, for the roses. I appreciate it. Ryan, Ryan, welcome in, man. How you doing?
Just got back from doing an exercise, so I'm like,
all sweaty and tired.
Yeah, I got some monster in me though, so I'm good.
There we go. There we go. I just started drinking my coffee, so I'm kind of like groggy myself. Let's see.
So, what's been going on, guys? I know I've been kind of busy behind the scenes, just working on some stuff.
Yeah. So we're still doing these letters right now. I think Sean told me 20. Sean, did you say 20 or 30 states we have covered out of the 50? We're sending these 21. Holy smokes. Okay. Oh, Sean, we got to get you a gift too. I'm so disrespectful here. Yeah, we
also want to remember, Vince, that just because you've got a state covered doesn't mean somebody else can't send letters from that state. If you want to send letters, by all means, let us know. You know what would be great? 500,000 truck drivers sending letters. That's what we need.
Absolutely. So, Brian, so what we're doing is, hang on, let me get my notes. So what we're doing is we're sending these 5 letters for to stop or slow down autonomous until there's a ton of data that will keep us all safe. We're sending 5 letters, the EPA, OSHA, DOT, state level, Department of Energy Management, and the Federal Insurance Office. We're sending 5 letters to them. We have example letters for people to kind of get an idea what to say, what to send. But it's basically, I can read one of the letters right now. We're going to end up reading one of them. It's basically we're letting these organizations know that, hey, nobody's done any safety studies on these autonomous vehicles, and these corporate giants, these global elites, they're just trying to push them, right? All these gifts to Congress and Senate that they like to give through lobbyists, they're pushing it so hard because they want to make billions of more dollars for themselves, and it's going to get a lot of people unalived. It is. Hackers, for example, right? Has anybody considered hackers for autonomous or not autonomous, hazardous freight, right? What if we have an inhalation hazardous placarded trailer, and a hacker from overseas gets a hold of that autonomous vehicle and you know, accidentally makes it malfunction into a certain building somewhere or a certain heavily populated area? What's going to happen? 3-mile radius, people can't breathe, right? Just that, and that's just one tiny example that our brains came up with. So how many more dangerous things are there out there? How many how many glitches can you see what how our phones glitch, our DVD players? Well, who has a DVD player anymore? But you get what I'm saying. How much does your car glitch? How much do Teslas glitch? You know, they're not perfect. So in a when we're talking about commercial vehicles and we're talking about 80,000-pound missiles, basically more dangerous than pew pews, what are we doing? Why are we not stopping this? So that's our game plan, Ryan. You know.
So, okay, now that I actually understand that, look, thank you for explaining that. Can you actually send me the link to that? Because then I can just publish that on my page.
Oh, buddy, you know we can. What is your state?
I live in Florida.
Florida, that's right. Florida. Okay, I'm gonna write you down. Ryan, Florida. People can reach out to DM myself, Samantha, or Sean. And yeah, that's what we're doing. We already have, let's see, now 22 out of 50 states have been covered. But like we have 3 people in Arizona, we have 2 people in Kentucky, we have 3 in Illinois, we have 2 in Louisiana, and that's it as far as doubles. But we even have people doubles in different states. So it doesn't hurt to send these letters out and notify them. I get it. There's no way that these safety organizations know about autonomous, because if they did, they would have been doing studies before they allowed this implementation. You know, FMCSA, totally different story. No offense, FMCSA, but I don't trust them to keep us all safe. I trust us to keep us safe. You know what I mean? And to be fair, it is the people's job, right? Like we all get mad at the government. I get mad at the government for not doing their job well. But if you really think about it, it is our job. Like we are all that we can rely on. We can't rely on just one other person, like the president, right? Or a Congress member, like congressmen. Like it is our job to keep each other safe. So that's what we're doing, man. That'd be great if you could do one for Florida. That'd be great.
Yeah. I've been talking to some of the other big influencers in this space. So I'm getting people comfortable, you know?
Okay. Good. Doing something. Yeah.
The other thing we're doing too, Ryan, is the 250
Sean's melting.
I'm trying to swim. It's the 250. It's a budget bill. It's not built into the floor, so all the subcommittees and all that stuff is already kind of mode. A lot of matter of fact, actually in there. So we're trying to. So my phone got wiped out last week, so I was trying to make videos. We were gonna make videos of the bill. It was actually doing some pretty cool stuff, getting weird stuff like tagging with like this means of this bill. And yeah, you know, like I can tell you that real quick. Like my stuff went down to some contacts. I can't react and call this with my stuff. But I think it's good. We're trying to educate people how it actually works. Like how it goes into a subcommittee to then it goes into a committee. So there's a lot of settings.
Sean, you are breaking up bad. Really bad. Sean, you're breaking up bad, Sean. We can't hear anything. Nothing. Yes, sir. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. I'll be right back. Hey, there he is. You know, right, but we're going to trust autonomous around our people. All right. So yeah, Ryan, that's yeah, it's pretty bad, Sean. Get your foil hat on. You got to put your foil hat on, bro. Come on. What are you doing? All right, guys, we're gonna give Sean a Ryan. So that's that's basically what we're doing. We're trying to stop autonomous immediately. When we heard we were in a roundtable meeting, somebody brought up, what about hackers? Has anybody considered hackers, right? And at that moment, we were like, oh my gosh, like this needs to stop immediately. You know, you're on a dirt road somewhere, whatever, like that, right? Think about it. International, domestic, you know what? What's that? Wow. Scary stuff, man. Scary stuff. Destroying the earth so a couple families can have more money, can have more power or more money. It's insane what we're doing. It's crazy, and it must be stopped. It's time for some villains, some good villains, right? Um, Thomas Jefferson said it best. He said, "The tree of liberty, every couple hundred years, will get thirsty for the blood of tyrants and patriots." And unfortunately, I think we're at that time. I don't want it to be that time. Um, you know, it's never fun, but I think we're there. Every single person I talk to, Ryan, around this country, you know, we come across all kind of different walks of people, right? All kind of different religions, colors. Uh, everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody's sick and tired of being. Did you watch, Ryan? Did you watch what happened in Italy last week or no? Okay. When you get a second, I don't know if I can say it on TikTok Live, but everybody go check out Italy, what happened last week for 3 days and what those folks did over there. So, little spoiler alert. They decided to not spend money collectively because they're sick and tired of they're tired of inflation. So maybe we can get something like that together, right? Pick 3 days and just don't spend a penny. That'll wake them up, you know. Um, anyways, right? Go ahead. That doesn't surprise me. All right, brother. They're trying to hide it. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what cowards do. They gatekeep and they hide things for their own self benefit, right? Um, Ryan, we're going to give Ben his 3 minutes, and do you mind hanging out? We'll come back to you. Do you want to look for it? You'll find your secret. 10 minutes for lunch, and then I'll be back on later. Okay. Cool. Well, thanks for coming in, man. And we're gonna send you an email of these example 5 letters to put your state. Sean, I'll text you my email. Awesome. Okay. Cool. I'll keep an eye out for it, guys. I'll see you later. Later, Ryan. Take care. If you guys aren't following Ryan, go give him a follow. Ben, welcome in, brother. How are you? Let's get you a gift. Good. How are you? I'm good, man. What's on your mind? For me, like now being disassociation from another organization, just trying to get my mind off that situation. But at the same time, I'm working on with another truck driver who's also in recovery and working with the EAP to where Wow.
It's taken a little bit, but it's also beneficiary, and we're trying our best to not promote it. We're trying to attract it for everyone who needs it. It needs assistance from drugs to alcohol to pretty much any mental illness, and it's beneficiary, and it's also more on. It's a personal dear to my heart as well.
Awesome, man. What's it called? Is it up and running yet, or you
Right
guys?
now, no, not up and running yet. Getting all these guys that in the midst, but I am about 25% in on the way, so we're trying our best to get it with the EAP and the IRS, as well as a nonprofit organization going. So we're kind of doing the core rivers for the people who are substance abuse, or sober, who is clean. So having the vendor that they know what we're talking about and how we can help each other and help the people who are in sobriety or getting sobriety, and being in the truck aspect or trucking industry.
Wow, that is awesome. I respect it, and I'm proud of you guys for trying that. I've noticed over the last year that I personally have been an advocate. I've noticed that the only people that there's not a lot of people that care about truck drivers outside of trucking, and not a lot of people know about it either. So it's not even really their fault. It's like trucking is kept a secret, right? What really happens in the trucking industry to truck drivers is kept a secret. These global elites, they absolutely love trucking the way it is. They don't want to change it at all. They love it the way it is. Keep them divided, keep them sick, keep them down, keep them thinking that they have no power when really you do have a lot of power as an American citizen, as a truck driver. But that's what they want you to think, right? Mental health in trucking is, dude, it weighs on you over the years, right? It's fun at first, but then it starts weighing on you when there's the home problems, and then you mix in drugs or alcohol. Oh my gosh, it's just a cocktail for. Uh, it's just a disaster, man. So that's awesome. We need more organizations like that, like honest, legitimate organizations that a truck driver can reach out to, that they can be honest and they don't have to worry about getting fired or arrested or something stupid like that. Because what does that help? Okay, you fire them, you arrest them. Like, what's that going to help? The driver still has the problems the next morning, right? It's a heart issue. It's you got to tackle the heart to get to the mind. So
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me now, Vince?
we can.
So, Vince, have you guys looked at any grants or anything like that with those? I know you were saying the IRS and stuff, but for funding wise, and I know they grants wise, there'd be something cool that I've been kind of wondering on is things where mental health takes a big priority. Like, getting a grant to make it to where guys can get out of the truck, right? I always say clear your mind is by getting out of the semi or in a box, just like prison. So I think that as much money we're paying in time, where you can get like a new so like what we have that we already own, right? That's being a U.S. citizen. So to me, why we utilize it, and I get it, I understand there's security risks by getting a semi into the actual park, but now we have technology with Uber that's everywhere. So yeah, it's one of the things that if you guys decide to go that route, let me know. I can be more than glad to try to help you guys anyway I can, but I appreciate it. We're also thinking about that, partnering with Truckers Last Mile as well.
Awesome.
That is a big nonprofit organization that also deals with substance abuse and mental health.
Yeah, they're great people over there. They go ahead, John.
Have you guys mental health growth, right? So if we look at the trucking industry as a whole right now, right, we're putting in thousands of people every year that's new, right? That they don't even know how trucking works. So we put them in these boxes. I'm not gonna find it. We bring 1,000 people. How many out of that 1,000 people are gonna experience mental health, whether it be being away from their family, money wise? Like, there's nothing that's really out there yet. So if I were you guys, if you can get your hands on any research that says, hey, 1,000 people come into this industry, and 1,000, 400 of them actually deal with mental health struggles every single day. I know there was some that said 32 truckers a day going alive themselves. So,
Ooh, damn.
I still haven't found the actual facts where they actually got the information from. So, we're doing research as well. So, for the coming out, I mean, for substance abuse is actually increasingly high. I'm actually shocked, and after that research is almost 58% of people actually are driving a truck who have been in a truck for 5 years and have substance abuse problems. It's like, yeah, so that's why you bring that up, because I was actually talking to a doctor, right? And he said that truck drivers are he said he was looking for a study for me, but most truck drivers, they start out with the counter with ibuprofen, right? We pop 4 ibuprofens and we ride. And, he said that's where it starts at. Trucking ibuprofen, believe it or not, and Tylenol is the gateway to experience the rest of it, because once their body gets adapted to it, right? They gotta find something else. We've been talking to some other people that the struggles of ibuprofen and Tylenol are this sort of stuff.
Yeah, you work up a tolerance. Yeah. Well,
So it's good stuff that you bring that up of research, because I love looking into it. From that research, so when we get done with that research, I'll send it your way.
awesome. Ben, thanks for coming in, brother, and thanks for doing what you're doing. We really respect and we appreciate what you're doing, man. Get it going. We will help you advertise that the best we can here, and we will help you get that out to the men and women that need it. Matthew too. You can see Matthew saying me too right there. So get it going, brother. We support you 1,000%. All right.
I appreciate it. Yeah, for me as a younger person, it's having that sobriety is. I don't care if anybody says, "Oh, you shouldn't be a trucker if you're drinking every day or something like that."
Yeah.
I've been having my best life with almost 8 years sobriety and almost 11 years from doing drugs. So I don't.
Attaboy. Yeah. You know what? There's law enforcement officers that have drug and alcohol problems. There's lawyers, doctors, pilots. 1 in 7 of your neighbors have a drug or alcohol problem. It's a real thing in America. And it's time, instead of prosecuting and pushing these people down, again, the heart, right? Let's tackle the heart. As parents, as fathers, as mothers, you want to tackle the heart, not just, to me, locking people up. It's just punishment. There's no rehabilitation in it. It's, all you're doing is putting their life on pause, in my opinion. Their life is on pause. They get out, and if they don't have any kind of education or research, or nobody helps them, nobody cares about them, nobody's looking out for them, guess what? They're going to do the same thing they were doing before. That's all they know, right? To tackle their problems. So what you're doing is important, man. It's saving lives.
Find the root cause, like you're saying, like a lot of people. If you look back, you know where you're going, and know where you came from, and know where you're going, right? So I mean, studies. There's millions and millions of truck drivers over the last decade that they all explored effort into. So why can't we look at what created the problem and let's eliminate that? That way we don't have that problem anymore. You know what I mean? And alcohol, you know, thing where when somebody's having struggles at home, they say, hey, you know what, I'm giving up. So is that what it is? And if that's the case, how do we fix that? You know, so I mean, again, I think when we do physicals in the medical card world, I think there should be, you know, some kind of system that we actually run brain studies on people just to make sure that they have it. You know, because
Yeah, no.
it's not fair to their family, right? I mean, trucking's good money. Sometimes it's really bad. So it's not like working at a regular job from 8 to 5 and you know your paycheck's going to be every week, right? If the truck breaks down and you're not getting paid by the mile, you know, that's going to give that struggle. And I think getting that awareness out there before they start, because, you know, I mean, I always said my people want to be a truck driver every single day. You know, I'm like, hey, yeah, there's good money, but there's bad times. Are we educating the people that's how it works? So I think Ben's on something pretty good. I'll do some research. I think we definitely can work together. When I find some stuff, I'll send it your way. Yeah, I appreciate it.
With addiction and recovery, it's just like everything else in our culture. We're quick to create new rules for people to follow, and yet there are thousands of studies that show that you cannot legislate career behavior. You cannot. It is absolutely impossible. But you know what changes it, guys? When you create a culture, when people come together, when they say, you know, this is the standard we want to see. And that's what happens in successful recovery programs. I don't know if you guys are familiar with, oh my gosh, yeah, it left me.
It's okay.
It's a recovery. If you stay at Oxford House, if you stay in an Oxford House for 12 months, you are 85% likely to never use again. So you explain to me why every recovery program in the country is not asking them, what are you doing?
Right.
Let me explain to you why they're not. Because recovery is a business. Because it is profitable for people to come in the system, fall off the system, go back in the system, be on some drug. We live in a capitalist society where the only thing that matters is that somebody monetizes it. And I love what Ben is doing in the fact that they're pushing, because addiction is the need to escape the life you live that you find unpalatable. And who else more than truck drivers needs to escape the life they're living right now? So 53%, that is an awful number, but here's what I'm betting, Ben. I'm betting it doesn't tell the whole story. And I'm betting that what fixes the problem.
Amen.
Every single recovery and as well as
You break. Right on. You were breaking up a little bit there, Ben. Matt? Yeah. Well, good job, Ben. You want to hang out, or we're gonna get to Matthew here. We're gonna get to some other drivers. Okay, just hang out. Matthew, welcome in, man. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Yep, about a couple months.
A couple months, and I got honored. I got invited by Charles Gracie, and I'm gonna say thanks to him too, because I know he watches. He watches in the shadows a lot. But I want to say thank you to you and Sean for introducing me to live and everything, because it's made me go live 7 days a week now in the morning.
Wow.
With brunch with Old Krusty, and we talk about about all kinds of crazy stuff. I spent about the first 30 minutes, 40 minutes going over trucking topics, trucking news, every day, 7 days a week, in the mornings for 2 hours. And then on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I do an evening show night.
Wow.
Some women, ladies that are in the industry, whether they can be driver, broker, owner, dispatchers, whatever, and get their perspective on that. Because it's tough for them in the industry, right? It's really tough for them in the industry.
I'm just learning that. Yeah, I'm just learning that. Yeah.
I follow a lot of lady truck drivers that are content creators, and it's like every fifth video they do is basically comment pics.
Wow.
The message they get. And I think we get them on and kind of ask questions. But anyway, that's kind of what we get going this week on that evening show. People like shows 30, 40 minutes ago out there. Like, I don't care about them, but I know y'all tomorrow.
Ah, that is awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Do the same. So, any other? Yeah. 70. Yeah. You were saying basically, we try hard not to overlap people as well. We want every person's show to be successful, right? We want to be a part of your show. We want you to be a part of our show. We want to get the message out there to Americans. We have 350 million Americans that need to know what's going on in their trucking industry. This is their country too, and they need to know.
I think the really hot topic now has been the autonomous trucks. That is still an ongoing thing. And I don't know if y'all follow JJ or not, but
oh yeah,
he does not care for the autonomous thing, period.
right.
Because he knows what's going to happen. Like a lot of us know, it's going to put a lot of people out of jobs. And then I shared a video along with Woodhalls of America. He shared it of this guy who's not even in the truck industry. He's a retired military sniper. He has a platform on here, and he done a 10-minute video about the autonomous box trucks. And he even voiced his concerns that he's not even in the industry. That's what I'm finding amazing about all this. These people who are not in the industry are slowly but surely catching on to about what's about to happen. And what he said in that video, I was like, wow, I watched it twice, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. This is somebody not even in the industry. He's saying almost 3 million people out of the job. What are they going to do? There's nothing for them to do. And he said that he didn't feel safe driving down the road with something like that with his family in the car. And I'm like, and that's what I'm saying with this whole autonomous thing is more and more people are not in the industry. They're seeing how bad it is.
Right.
Not only putting people out of jobs, but also the accident factor that's about to happen. And there's nobody involved. I don't know if y'all heard, but trucking industry can't bring in a company that can be an American 250 billion, whatever it was. The president basically took the right away, took the right away from the states to regulate it. And it feels, I'm like, oh, but so there's really no accountability. And the guy that put the video out, he even brought that up. They brought the 250 bill. He just gave them the right to do this. Like, so if they get that passed, no state in the states is going to be able to regulate it at all. And it's going to be the Wild West that we've been talking about for the last few months, you know. And I think that's a dangerous thing to do, you know. And the guy that's over at FOCS, the secretary, kind of contradicting himself a little bit, you know, with saying, oh, I care about the American truck driver. And he turns around and says, we need autonomous vehicles.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he's using us to get attention, and he's taking a dump on us at the same time.
Well, that,
And imagine manufacturing a driver shortage. You can now usher in trucks that don't have drivers. And here's the thing, guys. This is the bottom line. They spent billions of dollars on this technology, billions of dollars, and now they need to recoup some of that money. So do they care about safety? No. They haven't determined who's liable if there's an accident. They're just acting like there's never going to be an accident. Like deer don't still run out the road. Like weakness don't still happen. Like something just blow up sometimes. Come on now. Like there's no determination about who's accountable. They don't talk about economic impact. They don't talk about how communities are going to be impacted. They don't talk about any of it. And they just keep pushing like, oh, people that don't want this are just afraid of technology. I'm all about technology. I love technology that benefits the human existence. However, when technology makes us slaves to it, when it depletes our quality of life, we have to pay attention. We have to. Well, that's the thing that Sam brings that up. You know, we got to pay attention, right? When this 250 Act, it has to pass, right? It's a budget bill. A lot of people don't understand that a budget bill and a bill are kind of two different things. So they gave them $1 trillion and said, hey, this is what we put aside for the infrastructure, right? So that money has to, they're going to argue it out until they say, hey, one day they're going to agree and say, hey, we're going to let pass. So that's going to, that bill is going to sculpture for the next 10 years of our lives in trucking, right? Whether it be good or bad, that bill is what's going to say, hey, you know, we're going to put out, you know, 200,000 truck drivers, or we're going to do this. And as I watch, you know, they are making a driver shortage for sure, 100%. So you took out non-domicile, that put out, you know, 100,000 truck drivers, but now they're attacking most states have K restrictions, right? And that was so if you didn't get a physical and you couldn't pass the physical, or didn't want to, you could drive in state. But now they're saying, hey, you know what, no more of that. You're going to get a physical. If you don't get a physical, you're not going to drive a truck. So if we take those guys out of the market, now we're really opening up a driver shortage. So, you know, you got to save it. You got to save everything. Everything is around. So this bill is already going in. You know, we had Cole Irving come in on Friday, and he's talking about they want to put a computer in your vehicle to see if you've been, you know, sleepy or whatever. Well, guess what? That's in that 250 Act, right? The technology of everything's in there. So we need to be sitting there tearing these things apart. Right now, I'm stuck with 5 pages. It's not even in the House yet. The House hasn't dumped it in there. But I'm going to see this thing going over 5,000 pages. So, guys, the more people that read these 1,005 pages, and it basically 1,005 pages that we're reading, I would say probably 200 of them that show where the budget's going. They said they're spending about $500,000, but they haven't spent it. They're delegating it just for 500,000 or 200 million right now. So they still have over, you know, 500 million to go. So we need to say, hey, look, that's not fair. We're there at the all-time low. This hasn't, when Obama was in office, we had it at a B level, or we had a D level. Our roads need that money. That $1 trillion should go for where it got collected from, right? And this came off of that $1 trillion came off the backbone of the truck drivers. Not nobody else. A little bit from the rail, a little bit from the pipeline, a little. But if you look at the majority who actually raised that money, you know, was the truckers. It'd be like saying to the Boy Scouts, hey, you know, I know you guys picked all the popcorn, but we're going to allocate this to the Girl Scouts. You know what I mean? Or wherever, you know, these organizations. So let's take that money that we raised up off of our backbone of taxes and struggle for our families to feed. I mean, we're at like what taxes that we're paying, you know, across the industry with the hidden insurance, these ECRs, all the other
unsustainable.
Yeah, 100%. So if we're paying all this, you know, so if we're paying all this, let's put that money where we collected it, you know, and make it valuable, not put autonomous more advanced than China is, ever will be. Well, let me tell you something. Sean Duffy, if you're listening to this, if you want that, go live in China for a while. You come back and tell us how that worked. And get a regular job. No, don't be in politics. Go over there and see when you don't work and they lock you out of your house and you don't get paid because they lock your fuel. And then come back and say, maybe we don't want that here in America, but let's not use these countries to say, hey, we want to be ahead of this, because I'm looking in China right now and they're saying, hey, look, AI has taken most of our jobs. We're gonna have to cut back AI, right? So if they're already seeing it, what's going to happen here? Is it going to be too late? We've already seen this in the pandemic world, where they gave money and it was hard to get people back on their feet to get that job. So what are we gonna do when AI comes in? So there's not been enough studies, and I think it needs to come in way slow, and we should really think about it. And again, why aren't we sending emails out to every single person in the United States saying, hey, do you guys think this is where should we allocate this money? I know what your guys is. I mean, you guys went out here and gave your blood, tears, and everything else for your family to be away from it. It's the $1 trillion that you guys raised up. What do you guys think about autonomous?
Right.
Hey, you know what? There's going to be 300 of us that's going to decide for 3 million truck drivers of what it's going to be. And to me, I think these are the things that we got to work on. We gotta get that out there. What we're trying to do with these letters by giving it to the EPA. We're trying to open the eyes of these organizations that actually have this control, right? The EPA has more power than Congress when it comes to the waters and everything else, the waterways. OSHA has more power than Congress does when it comes to making safety rules about autonomous trucks. So if we can get their eyes open and saying, hey guys, you forgot about us over here. We're going to agree to this. This is not going to work, because how are we going to do these safety studies? So if we can hold them back enough to where it comes in, at a safe pace, and we actually get the technology, advanced to do it.
That's right. That's right. Trucking Santa, what do you think about it? Welcome in, Trucking Santa. What do you think about all this?
I'm not saying this to be detrimental. I'm not saying this to disagree. But I'm saying it because I've done almost 250,000 words worth of research onto all of the topics that you have covered so far, and I'll be more than happy to share all my findings and where I got all my research from.
Okay.
There is so many nuances to the Bill 250 view. The bill is in Congress currently. There are so many different aspects to bonus. There are so many different aspects to everything. The only thing I won't disagree with is the SAP program. That God bless them. More power to them. They're staying sober. Let's keep them on the road. God bless them.
Are you the disrespected trucker on X? Your voice sounds really familiar.
No, sir. This is the first time I don't use X, and I was invited here by Samantha to
Awesome.
come over and hear your show and see what we're going on. So
awesome.
That's why I'm here, because I've sent her one of the briefs that I've written to my congressmen and to my senators, and none of them replied.
You know what?
So
just the fact that you did that tells me you're a patriot, and I respect that. We respect that here. And just so you know this, what we do here, what we primarily do is make sure that on this platform that we do not disrespect each other. We do not tear each other down. Everybody can talk civilly. I welcome people to disagree with me and change my mind, right? Let's all be critical thinkers. Let's get to the point. Let's get to the root problem. Let's try to solve it together, we the people. Because you just said it. My Congress members and senators won't, I can't contact them either. They gaslight you. They waste your time. They lie to you. And I've heard from a lot of other people, even if you get a meeting with them, they tell you everything that you want to hear, but then there's no action behind their words. So I don't trust the government. I'm just going to say that's just me personally. That's my opinion. I trust you more than I don't even know you, but I trust you more than I do our government. It's up to us to fix this. So any help you would be willing to give us, I love people challenging what we're doing, our ideas, or maybe we're doing it all wrong, and you can help guide us in the right way. All we want is for the American dream to be possible for everybody, for the middle class and the blue collar worker to win once again. And we're not winning right now. Some of us are, but most of us are not, right? So.
110%. Which the fans are once about that. That is absolutely correct. You know, if we don't take it, the bull by the horns, the bull's going to run free, and there's nothing we can do about it. So we've got to grab that bull by the horns and address the agenda, take control of it. I'll be more than happy to send the briefs that I've written to anybody who requests them about any particular topic. And some of the briefs that I have are multiple briefs on the same topic that cover every aspect. And I try to be as partisan and agendahality. So they're all written in such a there's a couple that I really feel strongly about in that matter, but I did it anyway because that was not my purpose. You know, the modern problems as well as the problems that started back in 1980 when they went through and deregulated the trucking industry, you know, completely and totally. And that's where everything started. That was the downfall of the trucking and logistic industry. Deregulated, everything went to hell. That and the insurance issues, $750,000 is all that they have to carry. Well, that was 40 years ago. Things have changed. Times have changed. $750,000 insurance policy ain't gonna go.
Right.
Especially with the nuclear decisions that have been made. You know, $20 million here and $15 million there against companies. It's outdated. It needs to be redone, and that was part of the brief that I did on that. So anybody who wants to reach out to me about a specific topic that they are concerned about, I'll send them my brief, and brief has all of my research and all of the sources that I quote are there. Am I saying that I am the end all be all on these topics? No, definitely not. I'm just a truck driver. As I like to say, I'm a stupid truck driver who just goes out a pencil to paper. Yeah, you can say that. So I am here.
Amen.
Well, I you know, it's one of those things that I don't know everything. So if somebody disagrees with me or sees something,
yeah, it's a TikTok. You say that word, you actually get the ring banner. So you got to be careful with what you say. You can't say the R, you can't say the S, you can't say pew pew, you can't say knife. You got to talk like a 5-year-old. If you talk like a 5-year-old, you'll be all right.
It sucks, Trucking Santa.
sorry, I do apologize.
No, it's okay.
I'm really familiar with the platform.
We'll teach you, man. Please hang out.
We're just trying to let you know. I mean, we're not trying to, beat you up.
I appreciate it. I can't. If somebody can tell me, I can't learn.
It's hard to keep us alive.
There you go.
If anybody wants to reach out to me in any way, shape, or form, I don't know how to give you my email or anything.
You can DM it to us, or I'll reach out to you, Trucking Santa. I'll reach out to you and email you my. I'll DM you. Do you know what DM is? Direct message. It's your. Okay, I'll DM you my email, and I'm sure Samantha's. Well, you're already talking to Samantha. I'm sure Sean's going to want to talk to you. We're building a team of independent, free thinkers, critical thinkers that trust but verify, that are working shoulder to shoulder to fight this, to get our country back, because we don't have it right now. Our forefathers, how we're debating right now, this is how our forefathers, talk to each other. They didn't agree on everything, but they also didn't tear each other down. They didn't threaten each other. They didn't, they figured together, right? They allowed each other to talk and they negotiated. They didn't try to get 100% their way. Today, we are programmed that if we don't have it our way, we cry like a kindergartner. You know what I mean? And everything you're saying is very mature. I have learned over the last year that I've been advocating in the trucking industry. The most powerful thing that a lot of wiser people than me have been teaching me is always play devil's advocate. That's how you become successful. So you get on the other side, whatever you're wanting to get done, get on the other side and try to pick apart everything that you're doing. Cover all your bases so that they can't say no or they can't come after you. But the one thing is for sure, the government, the global elites, and the corporate giants are not going to fix anything. We can't get criminals to lock up criminals. It's never going to happen. We, the people, are the only people that can fix this, and that's why we spend so much of our free time for free to get back what belongs to us. We are not slaves. We are rebellious Americans, and we don't appreciate what's going on. Enough is enough. If we say we love our children and we say we love our grandchildren, in my humble opinion, it is time for those of us that are strong enough or courageous enough to fight back. And I'm not advocating for violence. I am saying we need to get back what belongs to us. Congress and Senate and Trump are our employees. You're more powerful than they are. Push back. Push back. Yes. Yes.
What I was trying to say and articulate it, because I'm driving at the same time I'm talking to you. So you're Ubering. You're not. You're not hands up. I'm over it. Okay, I'm over it. Now I understand.
This is a whole education.
Well, but at the same point in time, I am hands free. I am doing.
There we go.
FMCSA policy, so I can do both, and I cannot see my phone, so I'm 100% legal.
There we go.
With that said, I'm looking for in the industry that have more experience than I do, different experiences than I do, to look at my work and educate me further, or I educate them further on
Yes.
topics at hand, and maybe improve what I've already started. That's what I'm after. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. I don't want to say that I'm the end all be all, but I know everything about trucking. This is the way it is. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm trying to do is help to make sure that I am other people who are in the industry and see what their opinions are, and make the briefs that I have written better, so that maybe somebody in Congress or the Senate will actually listen and do something about it.
Well, that's right. You definitely came to the right place, Trucking Santa. The best advice I can give you is go follow all these people that you see right now. When you align with someone and you like what they're saying, follow them. Help build this community, because this is a great place to communicate. Like, look we're all in different states right now talking like we're in the same room. We're not in the same room, but we're able to collaborate and figure this out. This is how we grow. This is how we get stronger. And this is how we push back, as Pastime would say. I like that. That's a better word than fight, because fight sounds violent. So you're right, Pastime, push back. This is how we push back, and we show them that they don't own this country. The global elites, I don't care how many trillions of dollars they have. They don't own anything. They are not above the law, and it's time for all of us to push back together. So follow all these people and help build these communities up, Trucking Santa. And we would love to have you on this team, and there's many of other teams. I tell everybody,
have no rights. Okay. Now, people say, well, it's Congress and all them. All right. If you don't like your congressman, or if you don't like the people that are in office, vote them out.
Bingo.
Get rid of them.
Yes.
Get rid of them.
Yes.
Commander, during an election, let's say something about it.
You know,
It's an election year for some people. So
right. But
we're sitting in your system though.
right. But the thing is, the government has got us so scared that we're afraid to stand up. Well, something different. Stand up and say, hey, enough is enough.
Ronald Reagan said a quote 20 years ago. He said, if the people are afraid of the government, it's tyranny. If the government is afraid of its people, it's liberty. So I want everybody to ask themselves, you don't have to answer it here, but ask yourself in your heart, are you afraid of the government? Because if you are afraid of the government, then it's tyranny. And I want everybody to read the Declaration of Independence and what it says about tyranny. That's all I'm going to say. It's that simple. Right? So as two truck drivers not getting along, yes, there's a lot of that, but what we do see also is a lot of trucker unity. We're getting together these 5 letters right now to contact 5 different agencies to try to stop, or at the very minimum slow down autonomous. So Trucker After Dark, I hope you'll join us on that if you're interested in sending out these 5 letters to let's see, the EPA. What
If you want to get DM me on my regular account, which is trucking underscore cowboy. It's got the 2 tornadoes, one in front, one in the back. I have my logo on there because I am a nonprofit organization. I'm working on my 501c3 and everything, but it's basically trucking's family outreach.
So trucking underscore cowboy with 2 lightning bolts on it?
No, 2 tornadoes, one in front and one in back.
2 tornadoes.
Put it in the chat, and then we can just copy it from there.
If we can.
Hang on a second. Let me see
Yeah.
if I can.
So you can do it. Put a handle.
Let me one thing I would like to add on that topic is you were saying that truck drivers can't come together to agree on one thing, right? I bet if you talk to every single truck driver out here and ask if we have a problem in our industry, I guarantee it 100% is going to say absolutely yes. I've not yet found one person that's not saying it, whether it be, and you bring up the topics, say, do you think there's a problem with mental health in the industry? They're going to say, yeah. You think autonomous is threatening our jobs? They're going to say yes. Are they going to say, or do you think we're overregulated? They're going to say yes. So I don't know when people bring that up. If you look at the negatives, everybody agrees on it. Now, how do we take that negative power and turn it into a positive to get change? That's the problem that we have to it's not agree, not disagree.
Right. Let's see. All right. Well, to Trucker After Dark, we're gonna get to some other drivers. So thanks for coming up, brother. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm fixing to jump in with my main account to that finding.
Okay. No.
Right.
Yeah, please do, so we can follow you over there. I don't know if I'm following you or not, but I encourage everybody to go follow each other so that we can keep building this community. You know? It won't hurt. A lot of people think that like if they like a video or they share a video, it's going to somehow hurt something. It actually helps your account to show that you're engaged with other people. If like I was on Matthew's like 4 or 5 days ago, I was on his live. I was tapping the screen. I was giving him gifts because it's important to help his channel grow. He might be the one that gets to somebody that can help solve all this, right? So it might be him. It might be me. It might be you, Trucker After Dark. It might be Pastime for a Change. We don't know, but the more of us that come together, the stronger we are, even if we disagree with each other. I don't agree with everything Sean says or Samantha says. We don't agree on everything, but you know what we do? Trucking After Dark, we focus on the 98% of similarities that we have in this world instead of the 2% differences we are. The 2% differences that we just agree to disagree and we move on to something else. Because our country, the global elites, they have programmed us In my opinion, they have programmed us and brainwashed us into fighting over the 2 or 3% differences that we have as Americans. We are so closely similar. It's not. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. If you see me just pop in, I hang on a second. I'm gonna. Hey, there you go. I just put that in the chat.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm gonna go follow you right now. Don't you all love it when we get flies in the trucks in the summer? Isn't it fun? I love Frank flying around.
Oh, yeah. It's better than.
All right, guys. I'm gonna hop out and I'll let somebody else come in. So
Awesome.
you guys be safe out there. All right.
Awesome, brother. You too. Have a great day.
This is something that I like about your show, Vince, is because you get people who have different opinions, and at the end of the day, they can all be respectful towards each other. Because if you go on some of these other lives of these truck driving content creator people, it is off the damn rails, man. I mean, it's like, it is crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yeah, and it's not organized, right?
Coming on your live.
Yeah, it's not.
It's disorganized chaos.
Yep.
I prefer organized chaos because it's easy to maneuver, but disorganized chaos? Oh, hell no, dude. Hey, don't invite me to your live if you're going to be going off the rails in the first 3 seconds.
Right,
There's
right.
no way, man, because I get, you'd be amazed at how many lives I get invited to a day. I think it's like 15 to 20 I counted in one day. And I'll go watch. I will go watch. Then I'll be like, not my cup of tea. I'm not going to have somebody saying F you and F that. And, oh, you can kiss my backside and everything.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That is not the goal of social media, man. Social media is supposed to bring people together.
Yes.
Put people against each
Communities.
other.
Uh-huh.
I've been asking a question on a lot of my shows. I'm going to ask it on here. Do y'all think social media has been good or bad for the industry? Tricky question.
Ooh. Wow, I got to think
I
about
get
that
a
one.
50-50 response on my shows, but I'm going to ask some of y'all who are on this show that's not on my shows. What do y'all think? Is it good or bad for the industry?
I'm going to be biased on this one because I look at everything positive anyway, so it's not fair to ask me. I always go towards the positive and look at the good. It's just it's actually a weakness. It's a weakness and a strength, I think it's good in the way of bringing us all together, but it's bad with bad actors that are out there making us look like, representing us that look really, really poor, right? They look unprofessional. They talk unprofessional. They interrupt. They assume. They talk about each other poorly. I mean, and I try to tell so many creators, I'm like, when you make videos talking poorly about someone else, all you're doing is really making yourself look like a knucklehead. You're not making yourself look professional. Just if you don't have any, what did mama tell us our whole life growing up? What did Nana say? If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. It's really simple, you know. So
It's really get on my nerves, and I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. That I've been trying to really refrain being brutally honest with people because I can come off that way sometimes. Except if you're with Prime Ink up in Springfield, I'm gonna be really brutally honest with you because there's content creators up there. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know numbers, but they're wrong. I've done the math with a few other content creators on some of their shows and my shows.
yeah,
The numbers ain't mathing, man. But social, like Lane Metric just said, it is. There's a lot of bad information on social media when it comes to social media that gets out there, and they're speaking based on their opinion. And people, and one thing I will say is, I think a lot of people in social media world take their opinion as fact without even, and then they get fact checked, and then they get pissed, and then they're doing a stitch or some or duet on somebody, whatever, trying to run that person to the ground. I welcome that type of behavior because it's like Howard Stern. Majority of his viewers when he first got started was from his haters, man, and that's how he grew so big. So basically, I've taken a play out of his playbook because when I started in March, when I retired, I had maybe 1,000 followers, and now here it is June, and I'm really close to 5,000.
That's awesome, man.
I've taken that because I got people who watch my stuff and share my stuff because they want to see what I want to say next, and it could be about them or their company or whatever. But social media is, I think it's a hindrance and also a helping in the industry. And I also think it's given some people that should have probably never had a platform. And then on that note, there's some people who I think who should not even be around the internet because their thoughts are just, they're driving around with that tinfoil hat with the tinfoil gloves, trying,
That's right.
But, in the trucking industry, it was like back in the old days, with the CB driving out west, you get a lot of windshield time and you're rehearsing.
Right.
And when you finally get to civilization, which is like a rest area or a truck stop out that way, they're preaching what they've been rehearsing, but they believe it so much to themselves.
Bingo.
They actually believe it's factual and everything. So, yeah.
That's why
Yeah, I think that
we must get to a place. We must get to a place with facts over feelings, trust but verify, and be a critical thinker. Let's find the information together. And you know what? If I'm wrong, I challenge people to call me out on it because I do not want to spread. Trucking History was just saying it in the chat. The spread of misinformation, right? So and I'm guilty of this, right? Before a year ago, I was really, I'll be vulnerable and I'll admit it to everybody. I was a parrot, right? I call it a parrot. I would see something on Fox News or CNN and I would call you, Matthew. I'd be like, rock, that's what's happening. Rock, this is real, And how do I know it's real? What research have I done to see if that's real or not? But I tell you, and then you go tell 3 friends, and now everybody's telling each other what they want you to know. And unless you research, you can't trust anything on social media. You can't trust anyone. You have to trust but verify. I tell people, don't take it personal. If I'm verifying you, please don't take it personal. I challenge you to do the same to me. I respect if you're gonna verify everything I'm doing. Don't believe what I'm saying. Go look for the information yourself. That's the power in we the people, being a critical thinker.
And Sean, you're going to say who's so?
No, it was Sam. I'm sorry. I think the way that we do things, because again, this is about creating culture and community, right? Like if you see somebody put something on a social media platform and you see, oh, that's not quite right, we have an option to make a video and call them out, or we can go into their live and make them look like an ass, or we can DM them and say, hey, I just thought you should know. Maybe you should check this. And then you give them the opportunity to correct the mistake they made. Now, if they choose not to correct that mistake due to pride or whatever the issue is, well, that's on them. But at least you're not buying into the nonsense that happens on social media. I did a video when I first got to TikTok that said social media reveals people's character. And, we can say who we are, but your actions speak so loud that people cannot hear a word that you're saying.
They only hear what they want to hear. And it's amazing how on social media you get to see it a lot better now than you did before without social media, is how people will respond more negative to everything than positive. And that's the thing, people are always focusing more on negative than positive. I wish we could probably get that reverse where we focus more on positive than negative when it comes to people. I really do. Are you about to drive? Are you about to drive?
No, I'm turning on the AC. It's getting hot over here. I'm over here in Victorville, California. No way.
Are you about to Uber? About to Uber?
Just so people understand how the algorithm works, okay? It's listening for certain words. It's not actually hearing what you're saying. It just grabs words. And when you say those words, it automatically flags you.
Yeah.
Like it's looking for like.
Exactly. Not only that, he's got an amazing platform, and he's constantly in other lives commenting. He's liking. He's sharing. He is supporting everybody, whether they support him or not. So, guys, go follow Pastime. He is. He is. Amen. Yeah. Nothing. I think it's Rick's turn. Rick's been waiting patiently over here. Rick's Tavern. Welcome in, brother. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Yes. Love to hear that. Yes. Yes. So Rick, look at the example of what the FMCSA just did with brokerage services that were hiring non-professional carriers, right? Look at how the rates shot up. I think that has a lot to do with the midterm elections too. But when we get rid of bad actors, Rick, you're right. There are a lot of bad brokers, but I say that when I say there's a lot of bad brokers, I also say there's a lot of bad drivers. There are a lot of bad mechanics. There are a lot of bad of everything. We feel that the goal here is to get either bring the bad folks to a good culture. Let's hold them accountable and make it uncomfortable for them to do these shady things, or let's make it so uncomfortable that they go do something else. If they want to be evil or they want to be shady, and that goes for a driver, a carrier, that goes for anybody, right? An insurance guy, anybody in the trucking industry, anybody in general. Let's make it so uncomfortable that they don't want to navigate or deal with it, right? Let's build these relationships. Let's get that direct freight, because that's what it's all about, right? Work smarter, not harder. So I'm really glad that you came up. You had the courage to come up. You will always be safe here. We love debate. We love the hard questions, Rick. So anytime. Yeah. Up, Amber Alert. And I want $9 a mile. Dang it. Yeah. I believe you. Yeah. See, it goes both ways. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Rick. I encourage everyone to go follow everyone, and let's help. Let's build this community. Let's build this community of good folks, and let's get on these lives and let's show people how to act. Let's be a good example to people how to act, how to deal with each other, how to ask the uncomfortable questions, the ugly questions, and come to an agreement. Right? I love negotiation, Rick. I love getting with a broker and I don't get everything I want, but you don't get everything you want either. We make the shipper happy somehow. We solve the customer's problems because when it comes down to it, they're the ones with the gold, right? We got to do what they want, but at the same time, I need enough money to run and save, right? You need enough money to stay in business, so it's got to be reasonable too. It's got to be ethical. It has to be sustainable. It can't be this. Oh, you're in Seattle, so $1.50 is good enough. No. And what does your truck know about coming out of Seattle? It doesn't know that it's a cheaper area. Like, it costs a certain amount for everybody. Everybody's CPM is different, but in my opinion, it should always be at a minimum. And today, I think that's about $5. Like, it's expensive, right? With inflation to stay in business. You know, Rick. I'm sure you've talked to thousands of drivers, so you know what I'm talking about. And for you too, your insurance just went up, right? So, you know, there you go. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what we're doing. I think we should go back to the gold standard, personally, gold and silver. Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. That is nuts. That is nuts. Yeah, no. That's how they justify being shady, or they justify unethical. Yeah, that as well. All right. So Rick, we're every here at Truckers Unite Now. We are every Tuesday 10 a.m. Pacific and every Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific. Yep. Ladies' night, and also Rick. Yes, Rick. You get yes. Great Waves isn't going to tell you what you need to hear. Yeah, they're going to tell you what they want. All right, Rick. Thanks for coming in, brother. Uh, correct. Awesome, Rick. Nice meeting you, man. Take care. All right. Bye bye. See you, everybody. Yeah. Go ahead, Sean. Sean, you're breaking up, brother. You're breaking up really bad. Sean, you're breaking up. While you're getting clear, let's see what. Oh, there we go. Now you're good. Oh, not. Okay. A Trucker, welcome in, brother. Just so everyone knows, we're going to get you a gift real quick. We are going to be ending the live soon, so we're going to have your co-driver is going to be our last guest. But yeah, so A Trucker, welcome in, brother. How are you? Yeah, it's been a while. How are you? Good. Mhm. Right. 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 Sure. Case by case. You know. Yeah. Case by case. Yes. Yes. Right. Right. Yeah, they just want more money. It's just great. Yes. How about this, brother? How about drivers that don't want an ELD can go to paper if they want, and drivers that do like the ELD can have the ELD in their truck. How about let the American have the freedoms that they have earned, that they're given by God? What if we did that? How about that concept? You know what I mean? Like, let the driver choose. And here's the thing: if they violate the law, whether they're paper or electronic, if they violate the law, you hold that one driver responsible. You don't hold the entire group responsible, right? Because that's what we're getting. One driver does something bad and they hold us, just like with pew pews. It's the same thing. One person does something bad and they hold law abiding citizens like they're guilty, and they're not. They're responsible. They're law abiding. So what if we did that? You know, yeah, yeah. So right. Brother, I've had available hours to me, and I've been really tired, and I sleep, and I've been sitting here amped on coffee, ready to go, plenty of sleep, but I can't drive. I'm just sitting here staring out the window, and it sucks, right? So again, let the professional driver be the professional that they are, and don't take away their freedoms. Sure, sure. Yeah, same. Yep, yep. Right on. I hear you. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, right. Well, the, the more we unite, yeah, yes. Amen to that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you. I've had many friends tell me over the years. In the very beginning of my career, I thought it was not a joke, but I didn't think it was as serious as it is. You know, if you're violating any law in the commercial trucking industry, and a drunk driver goes underneath your trailer and unalives themselves, guess who's responsible? If you're violating PC, or you're out of service, or you have a violation or something, whatever, man, they can hold you accountable. And so it's not worth it. The load is never worth your life or your freedom or someone else's life. Well, hey, Trucker, thanks for coming up, brother. We're going to be shutting down the live, so come back and see us, all right? Great work. We appreciate your work. All right, brother. Take care. Um, Pastime for a change. Can I drop you down, or you got anything else you want to say? Seriously? Oh, why? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thanks for that pastime, everybody. If you're not following that man, go follow him. Check out his platform if you want. Pastime for a change. And thanks, brother. Really appreciate all your support. And let's keep doing what we do. Yeah. Well, that's right. He did. I forgot to mention to everybody. Go give Sean a follow. He was up to like 7 or 8,000, 8,000 I think, followers, and they shut him down because he speaks truth. He wants justice for our country and for our people. He wants people to succeed. So it's what they do. At one time, we had 22,000 followers and got banned. Like this is going to happen to all of us as you speak truth. These corporate giants, these global elites, they don't like truth, your truth. They don't like their truth, only their truth. So it's to be expected, but we need to build them back up. I agree. Own system, which you know a place to go to, right? Now it's time for a change. Protect your data. Okay. PTFAC. Hold on. PTFAC. I'm going to put it in the chat. PTFAC. All right. What should I do? Just okay. Oops. Okay. Did I do it right there? We just put it in the chat for everyone. All right. All right, Mike. Thanks so much. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one. All right. Okay. We're gonna get going on that. I just finished up everything in Los Angeles I needed to finish up, so I'm back now for good. I'm going back on the road actually as of today, so we'll have time. I'll give you a call a little later. Give me a couple hours. We'll talk. All right. Cool. Okay. Okay. Awesome, brother. I agree. All right, brother. Have a good one. Keep the shiny side up. All right. Later. Oh, sorry, brother. I didn't mean to disconnect yet. If y'all aren't following Pastime for a Change, great website. Go check it out if you want. We can't say that on TikTok, so I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just making suggestions. Who we at? Matthew, any last words, brother, before we shut her down? Awesome. Yes, that's great. Awesome. Awesome. That's right. Let's build this culture together. That's right. I love it. I love it, man. And yes, and I appreciate you not stepping on our toes and adjusting your times away from our times. That's, dude. I want to. A great thing to do would be to flood the internet with truck drivers that are building this culture together to show other truck drivers and other carriers and other mechanics what this new culture is. It's just old school. That's all it is. Values and morals, and people have forgotten what values and morals and integrity looks like, right? What kindness and love looks like. So let's share it. You know. Yep, that's right. They want to hear what the people say. Yeah, yeah. You mean when they're parked? When they're parked, they send the messages. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, brother. Awesome, brother. Well, thank you, brother. Have a great day. Keep the shiny side up. All right. Bye-bye. Bye. All right, everybody. If you're not following Matthew, go give him a follow. He's a great patriot, great truck driver. He does lives every day. You'll like it. Your co-driver. Thank you for your patience. I'm so sorry. With you up on the big screen, I totally spaced you were there. I was just dropping everybody else. How are you? We're good. We're good. Just plugging away, doing our thing. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Right. Definitely. Definitely. Okay. So if everyone watching, if you're not following your co-driver, what is the website and how can they get a shirt and what are they for? It's okay. It's okay. Uh, awesome. I a minute ago you meant to say that you were somebody else was driving. You're actually in a parking lot right now, parked, right? Yeah. Okay. Just so we clear that up. Uh, so great, everybody. If you're not following yet, go follow your co-driver and let's support this organization that helps and loves truck drivers. And let's get it done. Let's show some love. Let's show some support. Thank you for coming up and showing us the shirt. That's awesome. Yes. Ditto. Ditto. These are the organizations that matter. These are the organizations that separate, OOIDA, a corporation that just eats and eats and eats and doesn't really help people. They're corporate giants that just consume and they make their shareholders happy and it's all about profits. This is an organization, you guys, that matters, that helps people, that really makes a difference and a selfless difference, not a selfish difference, but a selfless difference. So these are the organizations we love and we support, and let's show this organization some love. Let's show our fellow truck drivers in need. Let's show them some love. If you have something to you can donate or you want a T-shirt, go check out Hard Driven. And thanks so much, your co-driver, for coming up and sharing. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much. All right. You have a great day and be safe, all right? All right, you guys, we're going to close the live. Samantha, any last words? Yes. You know, Samantha, and I'm glad you brought that up because I forget who I was talking to the other day, and you know how we all have our ups and downs, right? Every day, every week, we have our ups and downs. Sometimes we feel like, why am I doing this? Like, maybe it's not growing fast enough for us. We all want more. We all want, to grow and to get bigger or whatever. But I was sitting there and I was a little depressed, and I was thinking like, why am I doing this? And then what you're saying right now, that's why we're doing it, because it does grow every day. It does grow every life. The culture does get bigger and bigger. It takes time. The important thing is not to give up, because we all feel sometimes like we want to give up, right? People call us all the time, right? Like, oh, I'm ready to give up. This person said this person said that. Well, all successful people will tell you the same thing. I had to fail 10,000 times before it took off. Elon Musk will tell you, I had to fail 100,000 times before I actually became successful. So that's what it's about, not giving up. And when you think all is lost, when you're hopeless and you think, you know what? Why am I doing this? Nothing's happening. Actually, it is happening. It's what perspective are you looking at? Are you looking at the two or three truck drivers at a truck stop that are not agreeing with each other, or are you focusing on the 30 or 40 that are agreeing on something? Right? Perspective. It's all on how you look at stuff. So that's why we try to focus with the culture, right? We try to focus on the positive and just leave all the negative alone, not respond to the negative, not respond to folks that are tearing each other down. Okay, we're not going to give you attention. We're going to let you be over there, and when you're ready to come over here, if you ever want to, that's your choice. Okay, and that's in America. Everybody feels like they have no power right now. They feel lost. They feel. You talk to anybody, right? Talk to a cashier at the grocery store. Oh, what are we going to do? Yeah, there's corruption. Yeah, this is going on. That's going on. But what can I do? That's the famous. That's the famous answer to the question. What can I do? Well, you can get involved somewhere. You can find your gift. You can find your strength. You can find the lion, the roar that's in your heart, and you are able to do something. It's like at a church, right? You might be the person that fills the coffee. You might think that that doesn't matter, but do you want a bunch of people at church that haven't had their caffeine? I don't. I don't want to talk to anybody, a lot of people that haven't had their caffeine. So every job is important, whether you're tapping the screen, you're in the comments. Wild Child, look at all the support he gives us and how he holds us accountable if we're screwing up. It's not fun, it's not pretty sometimes, but it's important to hold each other accountable, to keep the culture going, and to align people where we should be. We've lost our way in America, but we're bringing it back together. We, the people, are going to get this done. There's going to be an America 2.0 very, very soon. It's happening every day. So, Samantha, thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for helping me grow. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's right, Samantha. So I like to say the analogy I use for my kids, I have a good wolf that's hanging out right here all day long, and I have an evil wolf that's hanging out right here. And I am both. I am evil and I am good. I have both qualities inside of me as a human being. Here's the goal though. Here's the ticket. Which one am I feeding every day? Am I feeding the good wolf or am I feeding the bad wolf? Whichever one I feed the most, and it sounds so corny and it sounds so cliche, but it's true. Am I feeding the good wolf? You'll be able to tell by the things we say, right? By my actions, by what are we doing every day with our actions? What do you see on these lives? Are we talking about evil things all the time, or are we talking about good things? So the goal, like what I tell my children all the time, let's feed the good the most that we can. We're not perfect, but if the more we feed that good wolf, the more we will be good, right? The more we feed the bad wolf, the more we will be evil. I don't want to be evil. I want to do the right thing. I started about 2 years ago, like with brokers. I started coming through with my word. If I booked a load, I didn't go look for other loads. That's it. If I promise something, if I say I'm going to do something, my word is all I have. The contracts don't matter to me. I don't care if you have a contract that thick. If a person doesn't want to come through or if they don't have the money, what does that contract matter? All you have is your name, your reputation, your actions. What do you actually do? And there's a lot of people here that hold me accountable, and I like that. It's not comfortable by any means, but those are the type of friends, those are the type of family that I want in my life. I want people that are going to help me grow, that are going to make me uncomfortable, that are going to challenge everything that I say. Oh, Vince, you said this. Well, I went fact checked it, and actually you're wrong. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's debate. Let's talk about it. Where'd you get those facts, right? Verify everything. Verify, verify, verify. Samantha, thank you for all your hard work for this industry, and thank you for helping me grow. You've helped me grow in more ways than you know. I'm glad to know you, and I'm glad you're part of the team. If you guys are not following Samantha, it would be very valuable to go follow her. You will love her videos. She's got great videos, and we all need support. Like, share, comment, um, um, share the video, watch the whole thing through. That's what helps content creators grow. So if you align with something that these content creators are doing, help them get into the FYP. That's how you do it. Watch the videos. That's what I do. You know, when I'm parked, of course. Sean, any last words, sir? Yes, they do. You're perfect. Or ah, yep, yep. That's right. Thank you, Sean. As always, a pleasure. Y'all, if you're not following Sean or we're following Sean, this is his new account. Let's show him some love. Let's show him some support. If we could get it out to other people, he did lose his account. He is building it back up with quality people. That's all we care about, right? Is well, we care about everybody, but quality people that want to engage, that want to help build this community, this culture. That's what we all need. Right? Morals, values, integrity. It's so important. The way we're all running around right now. This I don't know. This isn't very fun, right? So let's bring back the true pursuit of happiness in America. John F. Kennedy, what did he say? Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. So, ask not what the trucking industry can do for you, but what you can do for the trucking industry. Um, Thank you so much for watching, guys. First Corinthians chapter 16, verses 13 through 14 says this. Be on your guard. Stand still in the faith. Be courageous. Be strong. Do everything in love. A truck driver is supposed to be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the truck law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Till the next time we see each other, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, X, and TikTok, Tuesday mornings, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we are live on Fridays, um, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Trucking the USA Today is a great site on Facebook. If you're not checking that out, please check that out. We're going to start going live there as soon as we get enough followers. I think we've passed I think it's 60-day mark or 30-day mark. We've passed that. But Trucking the USA Today on Facebook is a great site to find the cracks and the disconnect with our federal government, our states that are the corruption that's going on and how they are hurting our pursuit of happiness. Remember, the government is your employee. You are the employer. You tell the government what to do, not the other way around. That's tyranny. The government's telling you what to do. It's tyranny, all right? You are the people. You are we the people. You have the power. You have the strength. It's not over till it's over, till the day we don't have breath in our lungs anymore is the day we can't push back, as Pastime for a Change would say. So thanks so much, everybody, for watching. I think Mike had one more thing to say, unless he hit the button accidentally. Mike, did you have one more thing to say? Hi, Butterfly. How are you? Welcome in. Yep, absolutely. So basically, the only way is to not focus on the quantity, but focus on the quality. That's what we're doing, right? Whether they ban us once, twice, 5 times, whatever, go ahead and ban us. We don't care. It's your platform. You want to ban us? Go ahead and ban us. But what we are going to do is we're going to keep speaking facts. As well as we know the facts, that is what we're going to preach. We are going to tell the truth. We're going to fight for justice. Sorry, we're going to push back with justice. All right. So go ahead and ban us 100,000 times. The people that are out there, all the people watching right now, these are quality people. These are the people that matter. And if you ban us, they'll find us again. They found me a second time. They're finding Sean a second time. So a past time has been banned a couple times. Like Samantha, get ready for it. Like we said, they're gonna ban us. Whatever. Go ahead. We are building a community that matters. We're getting to know each other, and that's all that counts. So again, God bless every single one of you. We pray for health and good fortune for all of you and to get stronger and to unite. So please, you guys, please unite. Truckers Unite now. Trucking the USA Today. Go follow Sam. Go follow everybody. Let's build this. Let's build this community together. We love every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Pacific. Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific. We go live at least an hour and a half. If people have a lot to say, we go longer. We're live on TikTok, Facebook, X, and YouTube. Thanks so much for watching it. You can find the live here if you want to watch the live later. You can watch it here, or you can watch it on YouTube, Facebook, and X also. So please go support other creators and each other, and get the shiny side up and the dirty side down. Come on. See you guys later. See y'all later.